Welcome to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Today, top stories. First, we are going to talk about Deng, one of possible army resistance if President Salva Kiir refuse peaceful transition. Second, tension rise in Juba as the government clash with the United Nations mission in South Sudan UNMISS. Third, deadly attack in Eur County left 7 people dead and 5 others wounded. Fourth, a heartbreaking story from Rumbek is where a young girl took her life after being stopped from attending a wrestling event. Before we proceed, please help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's start with our first top story. Deng, one of possible army resistance. According to the report from Nairobi, Kenya, breaking news checked the political landscape of South Sudan. Honorable Deng, the former senior member of the SPLM party and current chairman of the South Sudan Salvation Movement, has issued a strong warning. In an interview with BBC Africa, he said if President Salva Kiir and his government continue to resist the political transition, there will be no option left but to take up arms. According to Deng, he said, we hope we won't have to use violence, but if President Kiir and his regime keep blocking the transition, then we will have no choice. The people of South Sudan will be forced into army resistance. It will be unavoidable. Well, this statement comes just one day after so-called war army chief General Paul Nang declared Deng a rebel and an enemy, calling him part of the Red Belt in Bor. Observers say this could make a dangerous turning point in South Sudan fragile peace. The 2018 Reptile Peace Agreement, meant to end year of civil war, is once again under strain. Nhial accused President Kiir of violating the peace deal, saying Salva Kiir has destroyed the SPLM party and weakened the foundation of unity. Deng, who once served as a foreign minister and defense minister, is now forming his own movement called the South Sudan Salvation Movement. Deng said it aimed to bring real democratic change and protect citizens from what he called the failure of Juba leadership. A political analyst believes that Nhial warning is both a message to the regime and a call to South Sudanese people to stand up. In the street of Juba, some citizens fear that if this political tension continue, the country might fall back into another war. In summary, Deng said peaceful change is still possible, but if the government refuses, he and others may take up arms to defend the nation's future. Then move on to our second top story. Juba regime declare war on the UN, on the United Nations. Before we proceed, please help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. In another shocking development, the Juba regime has reportedly clashed with the United Nations mission in South Sudan, UNMISS. This comes after the government issued an order grounding all UNMISS aircraft, especially helicopters, and demanding the closure of all protection of civilian or post sites across the country. According to report received this morning, as you can see on this application, the government of South Sudan also demanded the shutdown of temporary operating base, TOP, company operating site, CSBS, and other UN facility within the country. Officials in Juba said all UN helicopters must remain grounded until further notice and that the UNMISS force commander must be approved jointly by both the government and the UN and must come from Africa. This demand have caused deep concern among international organizations. Analysts warn that grounding UN aircraft and closing posts will put South Sudan of civilians in danger. It will put thousands of civilians in danger in South Sudan, especially those sheltering in UN base since the 2013 civil war. Some local residents say the move could signal a collapse of the peace process and the start of another conflict. Others fear that if citizens are left unprotected, genocide and mass killing could return. One activist told us that this is not just about UN helicopter, it is about people life. Many civilians still rely on UN protection. Without it, anything can happen. The Juba government, however, insists the decision is about sovereignty, not hostility. They say the UN must respect South Sudan authority and coordinate its operation through the government. Still, many observers see this as a dangerous sign of isolation as the regime moves away from international cooperation at a time when peace remains fragile. Many people fear that this could bring a civil war within South Sudan if UNMISS leave South Sudan, because the government already declared that they want UNMISS to be closed. Let's move on to a deadly attack in Eur County in South Sudan. We move on to Eur County in Lagos State, where tragedy has struck once again. On Wednesday night, army men believed to be from Eur County in Unity State crossed into Paco fishing site and launched an attack. The assault left 7 people dead and 5 others wounded. According to the Lagos State Acting Information Minister William Koji, the attacker fled back toward Eur County after committing the killing. The commissioner of Eur East and organized forces are now pursuing them. Kojito reported that these cross-border attacks have become common. He said these are criminals from Eur County. They attack, kill and run back. We have lost many lives and property. People are now living in fear and farming has dropped because of insecurity. Civil society activist Daniel Latkon condemned the killing and calling them senseless acts of violence. He urged both the Lagos State and Unity State government to take strong action and hold the perpetrator accountable. Lat said that if this attack continue unchecked, there will be revenge killing and the violence will spread. Residents in Eur East say the situation has worsened over the year. Many farmers have abandoned their field because of constant fear of attack. Elders in the community are calling for peace meeting between the two neighboring states to prevent further bloodshed. Attempts to contact Eur County authorities for comment were not successful. This latest development or attack reminds the nation how fragile peace still is in South Sudan, where intercommunal conflict continue to claim innocent life despite national peace effort. Let's move on to our fourth top story. Please. A 16-year-old girl took her own life after being stopped from attending a local wrestling event in her village. According to Commissioner Manuel Agnon, the incident happened in Pula Rock village. The girl went missing after her brother stopped her from going to the wrestling site. Later, her family found her dead hanging from a tree. Commissioner Anyonto reported that the girl was a primary sick pupil. Her parents were not at home that night. They had gone to attend a wedding ceremony in a nearby village. He urged parents and guardians to be more understanding with their children, especially when it comes to cultural events. He said, we must allow our children to enjoy traditional activities safely. We must talk to them instead of using forces. Civil society activist Daniel Latkon also commented on the tragedy. He said it is very unfortunate to lose a young girl like this. Suicide among the youth is becoming too common. We call on authorities to investigate such cases and ensure those who contributed to them are held accountable. Lat also called on international organizations and UN agencies to help local NGOs create awareness and build counseling centers to support mental health. He said, we need programs that teach our communities how to handle emotional stress and conflict at home. This small issue can lead to tragedy if ignored. This sad story reminds us that behind every cultural event or family conflict, there are real life and emotion. Our society must open doors for communication, compassion, and understanding. Joe Baling was me baro getit kon lat ko rodiere which ka South Sudan kan kono niam gorono jin be subscribe ka Changfied YouTube channel ko mete me ci bere be shamala shubeke bana leer niam bana je to ka milin kon ka kwiwut ko man chal ken Nhial Deng Nhial Nhial Deng Nhial generam kel mi mo chi tiai ka kum kir mi yadit ka jo chalat gwasme che kum South Sudan che jogono che ka mu ke warning mo nyunu mu te charge charo je charge ling ajene ba korbe je tore wi ka South Sudan karoy mi chala re which ka Kenya ka Nairobi breaking news na me yala de wona na che te ka tung wan chari en lat re which in binemi ka kwi siyasa ka re wi ka South Sudan cha jojo gwan wona na honorable Nhial Deng Nhial a former senior member of the SPLM party kajan la chairman tamaki kwar South Sudan Salvation Movement and paishak jen she rach along ka che South Sudan che ka mu ke warning ajen chaje te cha ka BBC Africa ka ta danan tiya ka je yala de wona na mi ci salpa ke ma yadi che bi no ba transitional government ba je realika ke political transition ajene kontele anti betel option de no bet ka ma but the noba might be the yacht the jo macha jalat ajani mu kan sikir mi yadi che transitional government che gorno be jeri aleka ke chamal che gorno be jenu Nhial Deng Nhial han ba ma je be je yacht che jo macha jalat Nhial Deng Nhial che la do ne na ajanan chana gorno de violent de jalat ke de ko de ja tore wi ka South Sudan dundo mi sikir mi yadi kan ne ka ke regime dana tetin mi sikan gorno bi malbe ben ngoro wokan ka muku kan belong transition government chikan goro te malbanong agente la option de no bokor mo beje tok dundo muke mi yadi wer dialte we gari alaka agente tel mlarek tel kor betok den balane mala jen jo dan chalat do jen kana bon dialen ko ken mu kan tikir mi yadi se no no be mal beje nong ajen be kor be kana tok jom chit kan me mlad Nhial Deng Nhial me gwade dane chaje choltin general Paul Nang ala chief of defense force en onena Nhial Deng Nhial che cholo no jen e rami mom la rebel ki gwandwar ko chatia ka bon kir me yadit jenen level cha level ga jen war gwandwar munyo de gwanwo cha lo go ready en tele option do den de no ba korbe je to mu kan kir me yadit che me chirna me che jeri aleka mu kan cha mal che jenok keri reply peace agreement dana che yarmu kan che lo che aleka gwa no ajene ka bu kordin bu nyok bro de nyok mun le de roda ka jom chalat gwa se me ne diala konti la ngala ka gwe jala observer chikala de wone ne kan 2018 reply peace agreement ajen don la agreement en bu South Sudan bu je moy kamal mu kan cha jeri aleka ki chamal cha jenong no de jeno bu South Sudan be te kamal kan mo cha gor no der le twok Nhial Deng Nhial jen chaja kon kwanya la foreign minister we ka South Sudan ka cha kwan bola defense minister gwade dan anta ma choro da chak bonda da dien michal ka South Sudan Salvation Movement ka jaram dan la kwertin chela do ne me jen real democratic change and men gorke anete continent we ka South Sudan ka ta dan cha roke je so jo me michalat no ajene ka kwiko shi kumentre wiki juba she fail ko ba mal be jenong ajene ntama ajen mugor jen wo baduna me beri aleka ko ba mal be nyom lu jare wiki South Sudan ko ci kirm yadit jamale dane teke SPLM party me gorga no de South Sudan der jele deka ci kirm yadit ce jelo no be jare aleka Nhial Deng Nhial she declare already no to be warning ka kum South Sudan wo mu kana sha transitional government cha jare aleka kum kirm yadit mu kana sha 2018 reply peace agreement mu kan cheje follow ke cheje gur ajen ba korbe je to kan ne diala konen teka kel ajen warning dana che tubana mo chana right jawro dien inshallah tere which ka juba ke kum kirim yadi tere ke juba no walle ka chanja ndang dio ka pai waron kin dang ro jandang ro di te ke ler mi bejben mi chala de ken jojo gwan wone ne kum kirim yadi chikan na lad no chikan regime andan entere we ke juba ala dung unimis ke UN kan ci kan lok slat kan no gone no bejien ka ba kan ti diala kon chet ke IDP kam kan dial ba ka ga joran kan lat warga mi ci kan gwarji unimis no gor kan United Nation mission in South Sudan ke unimis no buga let ken dial bukan kapel ci kala no unimis ke lew ala ren yal ken tinte ka ke kan protection of civilian poach kan dial kan godati kan ba ka ga no munyo de no mi kan odor me kan to betamen go ba unimis ba je gagre wi ka South Sudan ke lew ke ba ji UN ba ko wi ka South Sudan ngum guyene no de jen wo take possibility no be civil war bro de nyok ka ba joje gwano dong de jen sa de nyok mi le ro de wi ka South Sudan ko tam ci kir mi yadit ci odor me ci jete bano gorje no ba goddi altin content re wi ka South Sudan ken goddi unimis dial ken ba ka gagan dial a temporary operating base ba gaga laptop company operating side la CSBS ba jagak ken other UN facilities ke go dial continent ke South Sudan Latin chal ke UNMISS jene ken dial ba ka gak dial tele mi bu operate which ke Juba official in continent we ke Juba lar ken no UN helicopter dial chaka ground ke chaka kapchung ji ken bijal ka cha UNMISS force commander ba chaka kapchung no te rami mo be push be gang no ki IDP camp kaneti dial chaka kapchung antame kangai kon diale ne dial content ke UNMISS tilla IDPs ne titini riudian dial kan wari chirme ngai kone ano larje no bi UN bi ka jien ngum be dot kanetin kon tilla nuatin kontin ke UN tinte ka IDP camp ñu de jen woni te konte te ci jen ka rew ke Juba ne ke 2013 bitik dien be te ka danger ke jen jo mene ko tama ca jojen wo tikinum yadi te ka targan milade rew wich ka South Sudan ka targade wo bene dial tin kon lan wotin te ka UNMISS kan dial be ga nyok me goro dere kenak ne me mi very serious along na me link kon men wona ne thousand of people till a civilian bitik dien be te ka danger rew wich ka South Sudan mi cha gorno network but anyway chikum kirm ya di chawdor me che to borde che kimiling yana me kanen yana ka warga eno chela do UNMISS ke leo baje dil gak tel UNMISS mi bit wonga ke che cha gorjo bare wi ka South Sudan unless chikume che nyoko mlar je no UNMISS betere wi ka South Sudan right now lat ken no gor kan obik long dien be kan nyot long dien ndien dio ja jombe ko korka me ci UN ci kala no South Sudan were korme dit we ke civil war ko ci kiri ci declare already no tele mo gore mi chale mal rewi ka South Sudan right now na me jen mi diana ka jen wo mi ci kir mi yadi ci kono ko be yunu be jaga ngum dio yene mo ngod jok so jome di yen diala ling shana nyoko we kala do dien doran chalke Eur County jo me mi chala do shitwok wati ke ngwen nuere ti chiwo ke Eur County ati jen ka panyejar wachi kenne dang baro chiken kanak gwad mi tenna me courage ka jo dana chala gwas me wa mi shigubeno ka gwad chalke pako fishing site gwad dana na deptin courage dor mene dor jani wachi kenne dang baro chiken kanak jo dana chalat chaka gwan Leg State Acting Information Minister William Koji Kerjok chala no ne kene de ti maka na atini jen ken ka panyejar county ka ngwen de ti ke ngwen nuere ka jo dana kanalat shi commissioner dung Eur chala do ne cha de ni cha jakorian kor ngwen nuetin content cha na cha kan ne dang baro ka jo dana chalat gwas me ken koji chala do ne jenen me ring mi di long kam di panyejar kan netin kon tinten wini mi ka Eur anola na karodien ke la kan kwaken wana meni shi mu gwa gorjeno de netin kon tila ji kume kirm yade de ka interfere ko de korti de gorin kaption ko na me intercommunal violence wa shi mu gwa bad ngai kon diala no kormete tin chang chaje kaption ko kirm yade ko ngai jeno ko benefit ten gwa mi mo jaga no rekan janko bikan tikari kam ken civil society activist Daniel Lat Conchela do ne killing ke tadan chana na je condemn and one me shi magwa ka shi chong joga Leg State ken unit state no ade kum ne ken de let kel ko de ne dial connect kon ya kor shaje community kontila jang re which ka yirol de ga dil gor ka tadan kan lat keje jo me de conling and re which win metral teten che de men conling gwas me leren jok men gore de nyaka kon kel dor en shalke chana mela do ne dor shalke Rumbek East County chala do te ga nyamtod mitigrun dangol bakel mishro de nak no nyame nak rode chaje peno we gwa kwirka gwa dan la jang la kana kwiten la sport kwirka man la wrestling no wajen chaje penwo gwa wrestling ka la culture wrestling ke culture event a mane jente grun dangol bakel ko kor me chaje penwo dere weyo gwada dan lat ka ngartin wa charode nak ci commissioner malwa la nyon chelare wonene ci nyam me charode nak dor chalke pula rock village wajen ngab na rode ci che man beno gor kene wa cho aje wi ja charode ngab ka dob dan ngab rode je ka jo dan chalat wajen wo chaje penu we gwangar ka ci ka dob dan la nala kan gwangar ka je wa ko chaje penu we ka wrestling event ci gunje no brode chu nak jena wa te ka primary sik ki gor ka klat bakel ka jodan chalat keje wa shi man shi ke jendi shi man shi kan de cheng shi ko gwa kun mi shi ko tin ajan gwad dan lori ga lolo to korin so right now jo on kwala tu gwa se me kan diala wodi mi cha tuogo no shiran ke gan me tot ke chala no de gwado me ka gwe je no gwam der wutin a wutin kanaran kel mu don ganga je ka jo danan gor ka je gwas me ko me gwam mu ne dialtin dongu me ne ka tin ke don te ko ken wukan kaladen winimi gor je no ba mu karam kel mu ga jal kel de no bran abroad nak nyoka jo ma cha tu gwas me ba gor je no en community ne dial de ka trend ta dan de kan deal ka je ka trauma ko ngai kon ne ni de te ko chi wi an chingi dan je je ta dan de ngi dan de kaping je all these things ka goro de na de kan right tin ka jo dan chalat na me je na gore de nyawa kon kel an ban je ka le radian chu pro je no jin wi channel wi je support Changfied YouTube channel go better diala content gorian ka tin gorian lengdian bikan chu amala shukaye. Thank you for watching Changfied news. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share to stay informed about what is happening in South Sudan and East Africa. Thank you for watching and bye bye.